Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do another quick breakdown of a successful trade I had today on gold and just talk you through what my thinking was, why I went into the trade and why it was a positive outcome. So the first thing as always is work on the direction. So I generally will use the 15-minute and the 1 hour chart to get direction. So the main direction I'm looking for is on the 1 hour chart. So we can see here, although yesterday we had a bit of sell-off on gold, it did recover and reverse and start to make higher highs and higher lows and therefore forming a new uptrend. As well as prices being above the moving averages, which is again a good indication that price is moving upwards. And looking at RSI, that is also above 50. And again, we're into the buyer's zone. And just confirming that on the 15-minute chart, again, we can see from the sort of reversal yesterday, we are now making higher highs and higher lows throughout the Asia and the beginning of the UK session. And I'll see a bit of a consolidation here, and also that was my main trigger for going long in this particular trade. So let's go through the build up of the trade, and I can show you where I started to draw my lines and what my thinking was at the time. So we know from previously there was a zone around about 1815 that looked quite promising. Obviously that was where we had some levels of resistance with the price coming up, and also it did break up through and it didn't consistently stay there. But for me, because we'd seen that break up above this level of sort of 1815, 1816, that was confirming we were looking for a buy above that zone. And if we draw just a channel in where price was starting to consolidate throughout the UK session, and again typically this is obviously what we see in a flag pattern. So if we start to draw the first part of the move up, obviously the pole, if we were working on that as a full analysis, that pole would then become our target level. So we can very quickly see how we're building up this trade. We're looking for an entry point, a target point, and our stop loss. And also as the trade started to develop, we also started to see a bit more intraday resistance forming. So 1819, we can see we had 1, 2, sort of 3 touches. And that to me was confirming that if price did break above 1819, that would be quite a strong move to get to my target at 1823. So my entry point was on this candle here, which in itself doesn't actually look fantastic. Now the justification for me buying at this point, I was again buying at market rather than placing an order, was we'd seen the consolidation in a downward channel and we'd seen price break out through, and for 1, 2, 3, 4 bars, so effectively an hour, price was above the channel and therefore showing me that we're looking to continue that breakout to the upside. Also looking how RSI is developing, we can see that the price on RSI again was consistently above 50 and therefore into the buyer's zone. So although when I went into this trade, price did come back, it came back to pretty much on the line which I was looking at from where the original breakout was, and then it started to bounce and price come up quite quickly. So my take profit was a 6-point movement and my stop loss was at 3, giving me a 2-to-1 reward to risk. And again, I was going in at 2 lots. I wasn't scaling in massively. So this actually exposure was only 0.3% of my account, and therefore it actually only made 0.6%. But again, it's a 2-to-1 trade, which I think is fantastic at the moment. So the justification for placing the stop loss at 1814 was that the price at that point was below all the moving averages, and also it was below the previous sort of low test candle, which happened just about an hour or so before the actual trade came in. So again, that for me was showing that the buyers were coming in at that point and pushing price higher. So I felt quite safe that my stop loss below 1814 was not going to be triggered. But if it did, that's showing that it's going to be a reversal in the trade. As we can see, as the trade progressed, it went into a slight negative to start with and then rebounded and came up and up and up. It broke through the 1819 level with quite a large surge and very quickly hit my take profit point. So just confirming the trade in the FTMO metrics, we can see today's profit £885, taking a slight away for commission, and we can see down here just the one trade placed today at 2 lots. And again, if we look at the trade itself, buy 2 lots on gold 1817, take profit 1823. So as we can see, fairly straightforward trade, nothing too complicated, just going with the trend of the day. We can see price of gold moving up, so why not buy? And again, just taking profit, not too aggressive, taking the profits where they are and just ticking the account over, getting closer and closer to verification. I hope you enjoyed my quick recap of today's trade, and yeah, if I can get a trade in tomorrow, I'll do another one, and if it's a losing, I'll do that as well. See you again soon. Cheers.